The Democratic National Committee is searching for a new leader, and at a forum for candidates looking to head the DNC, candidate Sally Brown was asked how the party should handle Black Lives Matter. Here is part of her answer.
My job is to listen and be a voice, and my job is to shut other white people down when they want to interrupt. My job is to shut other white people down when they want to say, oh no, I'm not prejudiced, I'm a Democrat.
Here now, Gianno Caldwell, Republican strategist and Caldwell Strategic Consulting founder. What did you think of that?
Well, honestly, when I first heard it, I was in unbelief because you have to have a direct dialogue. You have to talk with everyone. It's not a shut a person down situation. Obviously, I'm a Republican, but one of the comments she said, which is her party has failed, their party leaders have failed, I agree with. But what it really reminded me of is that Jerry Maguire movie when Cuba Gooding Jr. told the actor Tom Cruise, Jerry Maguire character, to say, I love black people. And that's exactly what she did right there. I love black people. And that's what it's come to with the Democratic Party. They're in complete and total desperation. Donald Trump has done something that we haven't seen any candidate do in 8 years, and that's really tag up on the black vote, which they were dependent on to win this election. And honestly speaking, if I may, David, black people saw Hillary Clinton for what she was, which was a liar, a panderer, and a Cruella de Vil of politics. So this is where we are, David.
Well, the question is whether they want to win or not, and they didn't lose because they weren't listening to Black Lives Matter. I mean, that was not the reason that they lost. They weren't listening to moderate African Americans, but they were certainly listening to Black Lives Matter all the time. They were in the White House dozens of times.
That's right, and they tried to use Black Lives Matter as a crutch to really get black folks into the tent. And they tried to ignore working class white voters, which is what Donald Trump galvanized, and that led to his very big win.
Excuse me, Gianno, but they also ignored people like you, African Americans, who don't necessarily play by the left-wing rules. There is a stereotyping going on. You can only be a true black leader if you're a left-wing black leader. That's the stereotyping, right?
That's correct. And as an example of me being on this show, there's some people that don't see me as a leader in some senses in terms of the black community because I am a Republican, and we've seen that across the spectrum. Even black leaders who have these very authentic Democratic experience that go and talk to Donald Trump, they don't see as authentic black leaders anymore.
Well, for example, Martin Luther King, he has the name himself. Martin Luther King III was visiting with Trump today. Sean Spicer was said, why doesn't Trump ever meet with black civil rights leaders? He just met with Martin Luther King, the namesake, for goodness sakes. But he wasn't far enough to the left to suit the press. We got to leave it at that. Gianno, great to have you on. Please come back, okay?
Thank you.
Appreciate it.